Friends, most welcome you all to my YouTube channel English Zone. Friends, today's topic is related to Ben Johnson. This is very important topic and related to your examination prospect. Friends, each and every video which I am making or uploading on my channel English Zone, that is very important for your exam preparation. And I am keeping in my mind to include such kinds of information and questions in my videos so that it can be very helpful for you. So don't forget to watch English Zone. Continue, I am uploading videos on my channel and that would be very helpful. If you have any topic in your mind which is very difficult for you, which you want some kinds of video or information, then you can suggest me or you can comment me to make that video. I will try my level best to make that video on my YouTube channel. So friends, today's topic is Ben Jonson. He was born on 11 June 1572 and died on 16th of August 1637. This video is a short introduction related to Ben Jonson. That would be helpful for your DSSB, LT grade, KVS, NVS, TGT, PGT exam. So without any delay, let's start our video related to Ben Jonson. So friends, here we begin. Ben Jonson, an introduction. Benjamin Jonson, who was known in English literature as Ben Jonson, was an English playwright. His full name was Benjamin Jonson and he was famous by his name as Ben Jonson in English literature. English playwright, poet, actor, literary critic, whose artistry exerted a lasting impact upon English literature and stage comedy. He popularized the comedy of humors. Friends, Ben Jonson was well known for his comedy of humors. What is comedy of humors? You have to understand first this word comedy of humors. Friends, here humor means natural fluid. There are four types of natural fluid in human body. The first is blood, second is phlegm, third is yellow bile and fourth is black bile. Then these because of these fluids our nature is decided. So when there is a excess of one or two fluids in a human body or in a character, then that reacts something else. That is not a balanced person when there is an excess of one or two fluids. That's why in the play of Ben Jonson, the characters, there are excess of one or two fluids in the characters of Ben Jonson's plays. That's why they react eccentric way and these fluids dominate their personality, which causes fun laughter to the audiences. That's why this is called comedy of man humors. जब किसी पर्सनालिटी में ये दो इन फोर फ्लूइड्स में से किसी एक या दो फ्लूइड्स की एक्सेस होती है तो वो पर्सनालिटी इसेंट्रिक वे में रिएक्ट करती है. दैट इज नॉट कॉल्ड बैलेंस पर्सनालिटी. वो बैलेंस पर्सनालिटी नहीं होती है, बैलेंस कैरेक्टर नहीं होता है. वो कुछ इस तरीके से रिएक्ट करता है कि वो लाफ्टर क्रिएट करता है ऑडियंसेस में. इसी वजह से इस प्ले को कॉमेडी ऑफ ह्यूमर्स या उनके कैरेक्टर्स को कॉमेडी ऑफ ह्यूमर्स के कैरेक्टर में इंक्लूड किया जाता है. एंड ही इज वेल नोन फॉर दी सटारिकल प्लेज. सटारिकल प्लेज के लिए वो वेल नोन है. सटारिक वे में वो प्लेज लिखते थे. व्हाट इज सटारिकल प्ले? दिस इज ऑल्सो अ जेनर ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर in which vices, follies, and abuses, shortcomings of the society is ridiculed by the writer just to improve that. Writer ridicules the vices, follies, and shortcomings of the society, intent to shame individuals and governments and corporations. Because of that, they can improve themselves, or there can be any kind of improvement. That's why satirical plays has been written. Every man in his humor. This is his satirical play, which was published in 1598. Walpole, this is also called as the second name, The Fox. 1606, this was published. The Alchemist, this is also very famous play of Wayne Johnson, that was published in 1610. And Bartholomew Fair, 1614, it was published. And for his lyric and epigrammatic poetry. Epigrammatic poetry is called kinds of witty and very pithy remark, pithy words related to poetry. He is generally regarded as the second most important English playwright during the reign of James I and James VI after William Shakespeare. He was regarded as one of the greatest playwright, poet of his time after Shakespeare, and he was during the reign of James I and VI. Johnson was classically educated, well-read, and cultured man of the English Renaissance, and with the poets of Jacobean era. Jacobean era was from 1603 to 1625, and the Caroline era, which was from 1625 to 1649. He was with the poets of Jacobean era and Caroline era. Friends, here are his literary works, his important plays, or we can say satirical plays. The very first is A Tale of Tub. This is a comedy printed in 1640. Next is The Diesel of Dogs comedy. This is also a comedy which was published in 1597 with Thomas Nash. Next is Every Man in His Humor. This is most important and most famous satirical play of Ben Jonson. This is comedy performed in 1598 and it was printed in 1601. Friends, आप सबके लिए मैंने प्लेस को इस तरीके से यहाँ पे इंक्लूड किया हुआ है उसके कि वो क्या है, किस जेनर से बिलोंग करता है, कॉमेडी है या ट्रेजेडी है, एंड साथ ही साथ वो परफॉर्म कब हुआ एंड पब्लिश्ड कब हुआ, सो दैट this can be very easy for you and helpful for you for your exam preparation, because आपको उसमें डेट्स भी याद करनी होती हैं एंड ये भी देखना होता है कॉमेडी है या ट्रेजेडी है. सो मैंने इस वीडियो में आपके लिए वो सब इंक्लूड कर रखा है. Coming to the next, Every Man Out of His Humor. This is also comedy performed in 1599 and printed in 1600. Next is Cynthia's Revel, performed in 1600 and printed in 1601. The Poetester. Next is Poetester, also comedy, performed in 1601 and printed in 1602. Next is Sejanus His Fall. Friends, this is tragedy. This is tragic play of Ben Jonson, performed in 1603, printed in 1605. Next is Eastward Ho. This is comedy, performed and printed in 1605. Friend, this is a collaboration with John Marston and George Chapman. This play, Eastward Ho, which was comedy, this was collaboration with John Marston and George Chapman. Ben Jonson has written this play with these two playwrights who were जॉन मार्स्टन एंड जॉर्ज चैपमैन. फ्रेंड्स, आप इन सबको नोट डाउन भी कर लो अपने नोट्स में, सो दैट कि जब भी आपके एग्जाम्स होते हैं आप इनको वन टाइम रिवाइज कर सको. और मैंने वन बाय वन इसका ब्रीफ कर रखा है आपको, सो दैट it can be very easy to learn whenever your exam is going to happen. Friends, next play of Ben Jonson is Volpone or the Fox. This is a comic play printed in 1607. Volpone is also known as the second name, which is the Fox. Next is Epicoene or the Silent Woman. This is a comic play performed in 1609 and printed in 1616. This is very important and famous play of Ben Jonson and of English literature also. Next is The Alchemist. This is a comic play performed in 1610, printed in 1612. Next play is Catiline, His Conspiracy. This is a tragic play performed and printed in 1611. The next and last is Bartholomew Fair. This is a comic play performed October 1614 and printed in 1631. So friends, this all we have in today's video. In this video of Ben Jonson, the important introduction of his life, of his literary career, his plays, all were included from my behalf, so that you can get the important plays, the dates, and when which year which was it was printed, and from which genre it is comic or a tragic play. I have included all the important information related to Ben Jonson's literary works, his plays, his satirical plays, his comedy of humors in this video. In my next video, I'm going to discuss some more important questions related to Ben Jonson. So keep watching English Zone for the best preparation of your exam. Thank you very much for supporting my channel and watching English Zone. And one more thing, friend, if you like the video, please press the like button and also share with your friends. Thanks a lot.